All right, guys, and a little bit different news for you because I cover a lot of politics, but I want to get some of this in, and I thought this was important. So, Jack Huynh, who is VP, one of the VPs at AMD, had done an interview. This is Tom's Hardware, is where this article came from, so you can find this. But they're going to be decreasing production on flagship GPUs, the big boys that everybody can't really afford, that accounts for about 10% of their market share. And he's going after the other 90% of the market share, which is gamers. Us, people that want to build gaming rigs that really can't because the cost of graphics cards has become very prohibitive. Now, I don't need an $800 to $1,000 graphics card. What I need is I need that mid-range that's going to get me to play pretty much every game that's out there. And that's most people, whether they realize it or not. There are a lot of people who overspend on their gaming rig builds, and I'd be glad to comment on that, and I have before. But realistically, people need affordable graphics cards, right? The two most expensive components of your build are going to be your processor and your GPU. Now, they haven't talked about price yet, but he has explained that they realize that selling the expensive flagship cards is not making them the money they want because they're only getting 10% market share out of that, while other companies like NVIDIA are crushing it or getting a lot of that market share. So they want to be more competitive. And while he hasn't talked numbers, I have seen rumors swirling around about the fact that they would like to get the GPU price down to $200 to $300 for just standard gaming GPUs. This would be huge. I know it's going to affect how I build things if that's the case, because as it is with Intel's processors being what they are, while I did like Intel for a long time, it is a little bit cheaper for me to get AMD CPUs in some respects. And if those prices stay where they're at or get a little bit cheaper and I can get a GPU at cheaper, it shaves a lot of the cost off of my build. This would be a huge relief for gamers as well, because for those of us that have been stuck to consoles because it was the affordable option, I don't know about you, I haven't had the money to buy a new rig yet. I would love to, but I have not had the availability to. If they make that cheaper, I would be building an AMD rig and enjoying gaming on a PC rather than doing console. I've been getting slowly back into PC gaming at this point because I have a massive Steam library, but definitely cheaper components would help. How would this affect you? Would you consider dumping consoles in favor of getting, just a gaming rig together if you knew it was going to be about $1,000 less, or would you still with console? As for me, with the PS5 Pro, after that news came out, I'm just not impressed with where console gaming is going. And while, yes, I know if I have a Steam library, I technically have a digital-only library in most cases, there are ways for me to back those games up so I can have them. With the consoles, once they're gone, they're gone. And I'm tired of dumping money into hardware that's just going to be no more one day, or games that I can't play because they're locked to that market, or if the market goes away, I can't have those games. So, and I know that sounds funny to a lot of people going, but isn't that the same on PC? And again, it's not, because I can make backups. I can make digital backups of my Steam library if I wanted to. There's ways to do that. There's plenty of tutorials out there for how to do that. But yeah, for me at this point, I'm no longer going to be spending on consoles. The idea of spending $400 to $500 on a console, as it was, for it to basically go stale in 5 years, so I have to buy new hardware, is really ridiculous. My gaming rig is an old rig. I can play 90% of the games that are out there right now, and it cost me $1,000 to put together. It's still kicking, still working, and the next machine I build is probably going to be a 15-year machine, meaning once I build it, it will last me for 15 years. So yeah, I just don't know where we got to this point at. I guess crypto mining is to blame. I did a live and somebody had talked about that. They said that crypto mining was partly to blame for this, which I can see. But it looks like AMD's moving away from that. They want to specifically make gaming graphics cards for people that want to just play games, and I'm all for that. So let me know what you think, guys. Is this going to affect how you're building a new machine? Were you aware of this? If not, would you like to know more? Let me know. This content is not my normal content, so the algorithm's going to be very upset with me for making this. I'll try to get the right tags in and stuff, but if you guys want to help me, do more variety content, please be sure to share this about and follow me for all this type of content. Again, I do a lot of political, but I also do social commentary, and I do like to comment every now and again on technology, and especially stuff like this, because I think it's important. So anyways, thanks, guys.